Hello everyone, I'm Eric from Sports 365. Here with me once again is my colleague Alex. So, Arsenal returned from the international break and played Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Fortunately, it was another draw, 2-2. So, Arsenal dropped points in another London derby, which is certainly not good to see. Performance overall was bad. Only honestly, from a general perspective, the only positive from this is that Arsenal didn't lose. So, before we go any deeper, what are your overall thoughts on this result?
Yeah, I pretty much agree. It was a poor performance. We were lucky to escape with a point. Chelsea really outplayed us for 75 minutes, and if not for a stupid mistake from Sanchez that Declan Rice did well to take advantage of, we would have lost. So,
Yeah, it was not a good performance, not a good result, and I think it was so unfortunate that Arsenal you managed to avoid defeat in this game. Now, moving into the specifics, Arsenal defense nowhere near good enough, obviously. The Raya was not very good either in terms of defense. More specifically, one of Chelsea's goals was a penalty that was supposedly conceded by Saliba. I think it was a very harsh decision. And then Zinchenko got exposed defensively on a number of occasions. So definitely not a good game for Tomiyasu. I think the penalty decision was harsh, but definitely nowhere near good enough from the Arsenal defense. So, what are your thoughts on Arsenal's defending in this game?
yeah, I agree. It was poor. I do think the penalty decision was pretty harsh. Maybe you can't count that, against them, but overall, it was quite a poor performance defensively.
Yeah, it's obviously frustrating to see it. It's even more frustrating to see it after Arsenal defended so well against Manchester City before the international break. So I don't really know what happened, but yeah, I think there's two main things. I think Raya needs to get dropped, and Aronson needs to be brought back in. As Raya said, 3 shaken performances overall, and Arteta said he would be evaluating the goalkeeper situation based on performance, and based on performance, Raya does not deserve to continue starting. Second of all, I think depending on the situation, starting Tomiyasu at left back might be better than starting Zinchenko. I think that one is a little bit more situational. Obviously, Zinchenko provides a lot, but in certain fixtures, he can definitely get exposed defensively. So I think that's something else for Arteta to consider. But Ramsdale should definitely be starting in goal for Arsenal's next match. I think should really be much of a debate about that. Now, in terms of the midfield, sort of a mixed bag. Arsenal did have 56% possession in this game. Ultimately, it didn't really amount to that much. And Odegaard didn't have a very good game, but Rice was quite good again. Definitely the best out of Arsenal's midfielders in this game, although I think Jorginho was also pretty good. But Rice scored Arsenal's first goal and really helped inspire the comeback. So I could say kind of a mixed bag, but another very good performance from Declan Rice at least. So what are your thoughts on Arsenal's midfield in this game?
Yeah, our midfield is probably our least disappointing unit. Rice was quite good as always. Jorginho was solid. Odegaard wasn't great. Overall, midfield was decent, I'd say.
Yeah, I think it was all right. Certainly not the best, but it's good to see Declan Rice continue to play well, and I think he showed a lot of leadership in helping inspire Arsenal to this comeback, even though he's not currently the Arsenal captain, but I think he's definitely showing some qualities that would likely make him a good captain. If Odegaard's ever replaced as captain, but in any case, definitely mixed bag. But very pleased with Rice's performance and really pleased with how he's played overall this season. He's been fantastic, and certainly well on his way to living up to that massive fee. Now, in terms of the attack, not too great, to be honest. Only 3 shots on target, and 2 goals, one from Rice and one from Trossard, and one of those goals, as you said, was caused by a bad mistake from the Chelsea goalkeeper. So, not really great in terms of the attack. Martinelli didn't really do that much. He was all right. I don't think he's really back to full fitness yet, and the rest of the attack wasn't really that great overall. But Trossard definitely made a big impact off the bench for Arsenal's attack. So, what are your thoughts on Arsenal's attack in this game?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty poor, especially from our starting attackers. Our goal was scored by a midfielder, and the other goal was scored by a substitute, so our starting attackers didn't really contribute that much to the match.
Yeah, I think fitness is definitely part of it. Martinelli only came back from injury recently, and Saka just came back from injury, so I don't think either of them are really fully fit. So I think attack will be a lot better once they're back to full fitness. But not really great overall. Thankfully, Trossard made an impact off the bench. I think it's an interesting conversation in terms of starting him or Martinelli. I think in a lot of cases, starting Martinelli probably be better once Martinelli's actually fully fit. But Trossard is certainly a great asset to have off the bench. I think that was one of Arsenal's best recent signings, to be honest. So, in terms of the manager rating, not really going to be too great, to be honest. Starting Raya and Zinchenko was a mistake in this match because both of them played poorly. Martinelli didn't really do that much, and Arsenal started off the game just absolutely horribly. Didn't really play that well until later on in the second half, to be honest. Defense was like sleepwalking through the first half. So not very good overall. However, the subs were good, especially Trossard definitely made an impact. So not all negatives, but I can't give Arteta more than a 6.5 out of 10. I think more than a few of his decisions did not end up working out. So what are your thoughts on that manager rating for Arteta?
Yeah, I would probably give him more like a 6, slightly lower than your rating. I think tactics didn't really work that well, and even going into the second half, or the majority of the second half, the tactics didn't work well either until the last 15 minutes. And I do think he made some mistakes with the team selection, but his subs were pretty good, so 6 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely not Arteta's best performance. So hopefully he does better in the next match. One thing I would say, without really much doubt, is that I think Raya absolutely needs to be dropped. I know I said it before, but I think it bears repeating. Ramsdale should definitely start Arsenal's next game.
Yep.
So there you have it. Not a very good performance, and definitely a frustrating result, but Arsenal do manage to stay unbeaten. Hopefully Arsenal play much better and get a much better result in their next game, which is away against Sevilla in the Champions League.
Yep.